Welcome to my channel, where we turn complexity into clarity and help growing companies build trust through smart, strategic compliance. Today, we're diving into a common but critical milestone for SaaS companies, your first SOC 2 audit. More and more companies are using compliance to differentiate, not just to check a box. And if you're telling customers your platform is secure, reliable, or built for scale, then you need to back that up with real verifiable assurance. In this episode, we'll break down the roadmap to a successful first SOC 2 audit, starting with a readiness assessment, moving through remediation and a Type 1 report, setting you up for a confident Type 2 audit and long-term success. Let's talk about what controls, timing, and strategy look like when you want to get SOC 2 right the first time. Start with a readiness assessment. SOC 2 can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to go in blind. That's why your first step is a readiness assessment. This is a pre-audit diagnostic with your auditor that evaluates where you stand today. It helps you identify missing or undocumented controls, gaps in your security posture, evidence you'll need to collect during the audit. It's not an audit, it's good preparation, and it's one of the most valuable investments you can make before starting the audit process. Once you have your readiness assessment report, you can start remediating what's missing. Once you've identified those gaps, the next step is closing them. This will include implementing various controls, updating policies, setting up configuration. Remediation can take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, depending upon your team's bandwidth and how mature your environment really is. The key is to focus on evidence-backed implementation, not theoretical documentation. Once your controls are in place, it's time for your first real audit, the SOC 2 Type 1. This is a snapshot in time of your control design, and it confirms the right controls exist and they've been implemented. You're on the right path. The Type 1 is low pressure compared to a Type 2. It's about readiness, not perfection. You'll learn the audit process, build confidence, and identify any lingering issues before they become formal findings. The estimated time for completion is from 8 to 10 weeks. Once you have your SOC 2 Type 1 audit, we start a clock. Next is your SOC 2 Type 2 audit. And it's time to prove your controls work over a period of time. That's where the Type 2 audit comes in. We recommend starting with a 6-month audit period. Why? It's long enough to demonstrate operational consistency, but short enough to keep your team focused and adaptable. It also gives your company a running start before moving into an annual process. During this phase, your auditors will test real-world execution, like user access reviews, logging activity, and ticketing tracking to ensure controls are consistently followed. After your 6-month Type 2 audit is over and you have that report in hand to give to your clients, we begin the 12-month cycle. This 12-month cycle covers an audit period of 12 months, and with each passing year, your SOC 2 report becomes more than a certification. It becomes a trust signal, a sales enabler, and competitive advantage. SOC 2 isn't a sprint. It's a journey, but by breaking it down into readiness, remediation, Type 1, and Type 2, you give your team time to build, improve, and succeed without chaos. And when done right, SOC 2 isn't just a requirement, it's an asset. At the Audit Advantage Group, we help SaaS companies go from 0 to SOC 2 with a plan that fits their size, stage, and customer expectations. We specialize in making your audit process smooth, strategic, and stress-free. Until next time, stay secure, stay focused, and lead with trust.